What is up, guys? It is Ryan Extreme. This time bringing you some 3-on-3 NHL Arcade, which is an older arcade game, but still incredibly fun. And I wanted to mix it up a bit. So this is like the third time I've tried doing this. Let's see. First time I tried playing NHL 11, and it wasn't working out, so because it was too long. Then I tried playing this, and it was too long. So now I actually know what I'm gonna do. So my team is gonna be Kovalchuk, Taze, Charbroder, and I'm gonna play on hard, like I did the last time. And I'm only gonna play to 10 because I was playing to 20 and it was taking forever. So in the interest of time, I believe I'm going to do 10. But anyway, let's start getting out the same points I've said 3 times already, because that's fun. Let's see. The reason I love this game is because it is exactly like NHL Hits, or it's very reminiscent if it's not exact. And NHL Hits was by far my favorite hockey game of all time. Like, they really need to consider bringing that back, because I think with the physics engines they have nowadays, they could make such a good game. And honestly, I think it would do well. Even if I was the only one to buy it, it would be worth it. It would. As you just saw, there are power-ups in this game, and big goalie, probably the worst power-up in the game. You're like, oh, my goalie's gigantic. This is going to be great. Until you realize that his 5-hole is like the entire net, and it's easy to score on. Whereas mini goalie, which my goalie was just suffering from, is probably the best power-up in the game, because there's really nothing you can do about it, and you basically just have to pull one little deke or elevate the puck, and you will pretty much score on a mini goalie. So yeah. Oh, banana peel. Another thing I wanted to talk about was, since I'm playing a hockey game, Stanley Cup playoffs, Boston Bruins won the Stanley Cup, and pretty old news by now, but oh man, that hit like every post. But still cool. I really think that they deserved it. Not that Vancouver had a bad season; they had an amazing season, but I think the accomplishments of the Boston Bruins this year as a team, and like how hard they had to work to get to the Stanley Cup Finals, Game 7, is just like they deserved the win, I think, after all they had to go through. But like I said, not to take anything away from Vancouver, they are an amazing team this year, winning the President's Trophy, and I'm sure that they will continue to be a pretty dominant team. And if the Western Conference is anything like it has been this year, next year, I'm going to be so happy, because like this was the most intense hockey season I think I've ever seen. Like how close the Western Conference was. Ooh, now you're frozen. But yeah, congrats to the Boston Bruins and Vancouver Canucks. It was a great series. Loved watching it. And I guess talk a little more about what I'm excited for come next year. I'm excited to see what new rookies teams pick up, because that's always one of my favorite things to do, is see the new rookies that teams get, because I don't know, I've always had a soft spot for rookies in the NHL. They're the most fun to watch because you really don't know anything about them. You don't know how they're going to play. And I just think that element of surprise is what makes it so fun. Turbo! Whee! Turbo also makes it very easy to score, because you deke faster than the goalie can move. But that is going to be fun to watch. In particular, the Hawks and the Devils, because those are my two favorite teams. So I'm always excited to see what they do. And I'm always excited to see if they end up with a match-up together. Because last year they versed each other in Chicago, but they didn't verse each other in New Jersey. So last time they versed each other in New Jersey, I went to go see them, and it was so much fun. And I'm hoping they verse each other at least once again this year, because that would stink if they didn't verse each other. But I don't know. The league's way of setting up games is sometimes strange, such as the Winter Classic this past season, which was Capitals and Penguins. I think it was a publicity stunt, if you want my honest opinion. I think there were a lot better teams that could have been in the Winter Classic, but obviously Crosby and Ovechkin gotta do it. But and they're great players. I personally don't like them. Ah, goalie. That's why you don't leave your net. NHL 12 is going to be coming out soon. And by soon, I mean like November. And that I'm very pumped for, because they are adding a ton of new stuff. Like, they're adding the Winter Classic, which will be awesome, because, you know, it'll be fun to play in an outdoor arena. Never been able to do that before. They're even making the physics engine more realistic, so actual body size matters. So, i.e., if Chara comes up to, like, Patrick Kane, and Kane tries to hit him for whatever reason, yeah, Chara's not going to move at all. And vice versa, if Chara hits Kane, he'll probably fly halfway across the ice, and no. What else are they adding? They're adding goalie contact, which I think is going to be great, because they've never had, like, goalie contact. And it's like, how can you possibly consider this a real NHL game if you can't hit the goalie? That's like such a big part of the NHL game, is to get in the head of the goalie, and the only way to do that is to hit them. And oh my gosh, what else are they adding? They're updating the offense and defense AI, which is going to be nice, because the computer right now is pretty stupid when it comes to, you know, defending. They never hit. They always just back away from the player and give them all the ice they want, and that can be frustrating. But it's just been something to deal with up till now, but now I think they're going to fix it, which is going to be great. Oh my gosh, so many power-ups. Oh no! They're going to score! Oh, man. Goal! And that's why goalie contact rocks. He was on the ground, and I scored. Biggest thing they're adding, at least the coolest thing they're adding, in my opinion, is the goalie fights. That is going to be some intense stuff if I ever get into one of those. Because there have been, like, surprisingly, there were, like, 2 or 3 goalie fights this past season in the NHL, and there's like usually never goalie fights, because usually the only time you get a goalie fight is when the entire other team, like when the entirety of both teams on the ice is going at each other, and then the goalies are just like, we should be in on the fun, and then they go fight. So yeah, and one was hilarious because like it was literally like a one-hit KO. The guy just skated up, punched the other goalie once, and he got knocked out. So, and he actually broke his jaw, so the goalie was like injured for like longest time. Pretty intense stuff, those goalie fights. Only one goal to win. One goal to win. So yeah, if you haven't picked up on it, basically the strategy is skate down the ice, deke twice, try and put it in the net. It's just how this game is. Not too intense. Woo! Red team wins. So I guess that's the end of that commentary since I finally won. And if you guys like this, be sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more. If not, let me know that you hated it, and then I won't bring it anymore. Till next time, this has been Ryan on Stream. See you guys next time.